Robert Cialdini observed people for 35 years, in stores, in hospitals, in consultations, on the streets. He was looking for one thing. Why do people say yes? Why do they buy things they don't want to buy? Why do they agree to things they don't want to agree to? Why do they give to people they don't want to give to? The answer was 6 mechanisms, 6 subconscious programs embedded in us by evolution. They run so deep that even if you're aware of them, resisting them is extremely difficult. Today, you'll learn about all of them, no matter how uncomfortable you feel. Robert Cialdini was a professor at Arizona State University. But he wasn't just any academic. He joined forces with salespeople, fundraisers, advertising agencies, and lawyers, all the professionals of manipulation, to learn from the inside. In 1984, he published the book Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion. The book has sold over 5 million copies to date. Warren Buffett has read it. Charlie Munger recommends it. It's on the required reading list of every great sales department. But there's a problem. These 6 mechanisms that Cialdini discovered, they aren't just used by good people. Today, in this video, we're going to look at their dark side. In the 1970s, the Hare Krishna community gave its followers a task at U.S. airports. Give a flower to every person who passes by, whether they want it or not. People didn't want to take the flower. They tried to give it back. They said, "I don't need it." They said, "I'm not one of your members." The followers wouldn't take the flower back. "It's a gift," they said. "We're not asking for anything from you." What happened? People put the flower in their pockets. They wanted to move on, but they didn't. They didn't, because the human brain doesn't forgive a debt. When someone gives you something, whether you want it or not, your brain immediately opens an account. This debt must be repaid. Hare Krishna raised millions of dollars that year from all the airport campaigns. The cost of the flowers, 1 cent. Do you see it today? Free trial, free sample. This is for you. I'm sharing this with you because I love you. Nothing is free. Everything is about turning a key in the lock. That key, the instinct for reciprocity. Evolution gave it to us so we could live in a community. Manipulators use it against us so we can't keep money in our pockets. During the Korean War, the Chinese army did something unusual with American prisoners. They didn't torture them. They didn't beat them. They didn't starve them. Instead, they asked one question. Does communism have some advantages? The soldier said, yes, it could. He didn't seem burdened. Then they said, write it down. The soldier wrote. A few weeks later, that soldier addressed the other Americans in the prisoner of war camp. He gave a speech defending communism, of his own free will. What happened? The human brain wants to be consistent with its views. You said something small. You wrote it down. You told others about it. Now the brain says, this is my belief. This is who I am. How does this work today? Do you think health is important? Yes. Good. Then get this health package. Do you consider yourself successful? Yes. Successful people enroll in this course. A small yes opens the door for a big yes. The foot in the door technique. Get your foot in the door and keep it open forever. Cialdini proved this. People are 4 times more likely to accept a big favor after accepting a small one, because to back out is to contradict their own self-image. That's not who I am. This sentence closes the door, keeping you inside. In 1978, 909 people died at a religious camp in Jonestown, South America. They drank poison, of their own free will. Question: when one man said drink, how did 909 people drink? Answer: social proof. The first man drank. The brain saw. The second person drank. The brain said, maybe running away is a worse thing. The third person drank. The fourth. The fifth. They reached a point where not drinking now seemed unusual. Everyone was drinking. When the brain says, everyone's doing it, it means, so, this must be right. This is a gift of evolution. Follow the herd to stay in the community. In camp life, this saved lives. In modern life, this keeps you in a career, relationship, or date you don't want for 5 years. What does this look like today? 5,000 customers are already using this product. This video was watched by 2 million people. Everyone is following this trend. Question: why was everyone there? Because everyone was. No other reason was needed. If everyone was there, it's okay to be there. This logic is in your brain every day. Every day. In 1963, Stanley Milgram conducted an experiment. Volunteers were told to give an electric shock to a person in another room every time they gave an incorrect answer. The shock device was labeled 450 volts, danger of death. The catch: there was no one in the other room. The shocks weren't real. It was all just sound effects. Screams of pain, shouts of stop, claims that he had a heart condition. Then, complete silence. What percentage of the volunteers went up to 450 volts? 65%. 2 out of 3 people were willing to press the button to kill a human being because a man in a white coat, a scientist, said, "Continue." The symbol of authority, the white coat, the official title, the diploma, the large building, freezes a person's logical thinking. The brain says, if he knows, I don't. I will obey him. What does this look like today? I recommend it as a doctor. As an expert, Forbes's pick. You don't check the credentials. You see the lab coat. You see the headline. You see the symbol. Your brain automatically submits. Has this instinct been changed? No. Is it exploited? Every day. Tupperware is famous. But the real question is, why is it famous? They're plastic containers. You could buy them at the store, even cheaper. But the Tupperware company did something different. They didn't sell them in stores. They went into homes, to your neighbor's house, to your friend's house. The host invited you. You loved them. You trusted them. It didn't matter what the product was. The person you loved was recommending it. Cialdini proved people say yes most often to those who are similar, familiar, and attractive. Why does this happen? Because evolution has programmed it this way. A similar person, same tribe, trustworthy. A familiar person, you know them, trustworthy. An attractive person, healthy, trustworthy. What does this look like today? Influencer marketing, a local celebrity endorsement, an AI chatbot on a website speaking to you in the same language, in the same tone, a salesperson saying they're from your city. You're not deciding, you're feeling. This person is on my side. And that feeling dresses up as a decision. In 1985, Coca-Cola introduced New Coke. Tests showed that people liked the new taste more. Despite this, protests began. Bring back the old Coke! Campaigns, thousands of letters, phone calls, protests. An interesting question. If people really liked the old one more, why did the tests show the new flavor was preferred? Because you want everything more when it's at risk of being taken away. Old Coke was everywhere. Who thought it could be taken away? When it was taken away, suddenly it became irreplaceable. This is called psychological reactance. When human freedoms are restricted, that freedom immediately becomes more valuable. What does this look like today? Only 3 spots left. This offer is good until midnight. It's only open to premium members. Is there a real scarcity? Maybe. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. When your brain sees scarcity, it turns off logic. Fear increases the value. Fear gets you to act. And you say, I made up my mind. After observing Cialdini for 35 years, he realized one thing. The most powerful manipulators use these 6 principles in succession. They give you a flower. Reciprocity. They get you to commit to something small. Commitment. They say, everyone's doing it. Social proof. They appear to be experts. Authority. They make you like them. Liking. They create a time constraint. Scarcity. You pass through all 6 doors at once. Your brain sees no choice but to say, yes. Now the question, what will you do with this knowledge? Cialdini says he was hesitant to write this book, because he knew that it wouldn't just be good people who would read it, but he also knew something else. These mechanisms were already at work, whether you were aware of it or not. Knowledge is a shield, and ignorance is an open door. 6 mechanisms, 35 years of research, 6 keys that reveal the yes of millions. The next time someone gives you something for free, stop. The next time you agree to something small, stop. The next time you hear the phrase, everyone's doing it, stop. Because to stop is to think. To think is to choose. To choose is to be free. This is the kind of knowledge you'll find on this channel every week. Subscribe, because knowledge is freedom.